What's going on, everybody, man? I go by the name of Hoop Jargon, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to yet another series in our Russell Westbrook take. And so I want to walk this down real slow, man. First off, y'all hit the like button. I know it's been a while, so I've been about 2 weeks since I went live. So thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all hit the like button the way in. Let's get some more bodies in here. Let me get my little scrolling marquee on the bottom. If you want to donate to the channel, you see it right there, HJ Streams on Cash App, or you can super chat. I will not stand in your way. Support the stream. And shout out to Chakra King Black says salute. Salute back, bro. Good to have you. Good to have you here. So listen, man, when I talk about Russell Westbrook, it's not from a state, again, that the man cannot play basketball. It's not from a state that is from a disrespectful sense that this dude don't have no business out there. What I've always said is Russell Westbrook, if you want to win, he's not your guy. Russell Westbrook has a problem, in my opinion, with situational awareness. He has positional awareness issues being a point guard. And ultimately, he's going to get you beat. That's been my contention. Y'all, we can look back all 7 parts of this series. And that's what it is, man. It's not disrespecting that man like he can't play basketball. It's just, listen, it's just too much evidence out on him. And I'm going to walk it down real slow like I promised. And I'm going to go down my channel and scroll a little bit. Because I think it's important to finish your thoughts off doing YouTube. Because, I mean, you know, YouTube is a whole bunch of stuff out here. It just is. A lot of people who, you know, you basically have a camera phone, you have a laptop, and StreamYard. You can go and just say anything. So I think it's important that when I do these streams, I substantiate what I say. So I'm not some guy just rambling and just saying anything. But let's do this the right way. And appreciate y'all coming. I can't use my music no more. They be striking my stuff. It's a service I pay for. So, like Martin said, I can't pay the $5 no more. I can't pay the $5 no more. So every time I use that music, it strikes it. Well, it doesn't strike it. It does a copy claim. So, yeah, we're going to get away from that. But so, again, to walk this bad boy down slow. Why does it take me to the studio? I don't want to go studio. Just go to my channel. Sorry about that, y'all. And I'm going to show you a few things. So we're going to talk about through the lenses of Gilbert Arenas, who I think normally is brilliant with his sports takes. His sports takes are awesome. But I got some issue with some of the things you said, my boy. And then we're also going to look at Skip and Shannon, talk about this subject matter. So y'all hit the like button, man. It's going to be a good show, man. I'm telling you. It's going to be a good show. And as always, if you support the channel, you're going to get your special shout out. So you know how that goes. All right, so let's start it first the right way. All right, let's look down my channel of what I've said and things of that nature regarding your boy Russell Westbrook. So part 7, I think that makes the most sense to hit up first. Okay, well, with the Lakers, 3 months ago, I said, Lakers, it's that time. And you see on the caption I have, throw in the towel. Because in my opinion, it just was a broken product. You're not going to win with that. You're not going to win with it. I said this in moment. So I was like, it's time to blow the team up. Now, it didn't totally get blown up, but Russell Westbrook got dealt, obviously. So a part of it, happened. But this is, again, this is Hoop Jargon tell you this stuff in moment. Second one, I got one that says, what the hell is up with the Lakers? Start off 0-4. I'm telling you, in that stream, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Going back, says that the Lakers had chemistry issues. The writing was on the wall, y'all. And I'll try to keep my cussing to a minimum, but you can't make chicken salad out of chicken shit, man. You just can't. So part 7 is Russell Westbrook done. He was ranked number 98 overall. And in moment, people were saying that, oh, man, that's disrespectful to Russell. Is it disrespect now? Y'all talk to me in the chat, man. If I'm being if I'm being overzealous, y'all let me know in the chat. Is it disrespectful now? Russell Westbrook is probably lower than that. But in moment, I told you, that's about right. That's about right. Tell me I'm lying. So let's keep it going. Can Pat Beverly help the Lakers win it all? I told you in the stream, no. But I did appreciate the fact that Pat Bev was going to bring some defensive, mindset to the equation. But I was like, no, there's no fixing this team. So Lakers hold a running back meeting, and guess who's capped? I told you it's not working. He fired his agent, part 6. So, again, I'm not trying to browbeat Russell Westbrook per se. I just want to let you know that my takes have been pretty consistent on this. So salute to everybody here, and shout out to Ghost, man. Say Russ' career is over if you don't adopt the modern NBA and improve your game. Then you're very close to out the league. Yeah, I mean, he's going to find a space because I think people just generally like Russell Westbrook. I think he's a likable guy in real life. I think people don't want to play with him. And I think for good reason. And I think that way because I got it from a reliable source who knows Kevin Durant. Nobody wants to play with that dude. But don't take my word as a grain of salt, man. I'll walk it down slow. Ghost also says Russ and Pat Bev are vampires in the locker room. Maybe. I don't know enough intimate knowledge to say that, but I do know that it just wasn't that coalition was not made to succeed. And again, I come out like Teflon because I told y'all on Inception. But let's look at your boy Gilbert Arenas, man. So Gilbert Arenas says this man alone changes who wins the championship this year. And Gil, all due respect, Hibachi, listen to me. I'm the captain now. You watch your damn mind, bro. You watch your rabbit ass mind if you think that Russell Westbrook is the determinant of the championship. When has he ever been the progenitor of the championship in the NBA? When? Y'all help me in the chat. When has been like, oh, well, when Russ goes, the NBA goes. Now, you can say that about LeBron James. You can say that about KD in some capacity. When has Russell Westbrook been the linchpin of a championship? Never. Listen, man. 6 teams, 5 teams in 6 years. That's not like Dwight Howard. Now, did Dwight come to, the bubble and win one for the Lakers? Yeah, he did. But nobody was prognosticating that wherever Dwight Howard goes, that's where the championship is. No, because it's not true. And this is just another iteration of falsehood because people like Brody, man. Listen, man, Brody is a top talent that the NBA should appreciate that they saw. Now, me personally, I'm not a fan of his, but I'm not going to sit here and pretend like he didn't add something to the NBA story, which he did, and he deserves the respect he gets. But if we're talking about where the game goes from here, of what he actually is on the court, low IQ, can't shoot free throws, can't shoot three-pointers. And in fact, I think he's like the worst three-point shooter in the league, or the second worst, right? So I'm not just here hating. Hoop Jog ain't here hating. I'm just calling what it is. Russell Westbrook is a very flawed point guard. And I say this all the time, guys. Before he showed up to the NBA, he never played point guard in his life. And it shows up all the time. The first time it showed up, and here's why I was off Russell Westbrook, because I didn't know who he was in college. When he played with KD and they lost to LeBron and the Heat, and I remember he went for 44 that game. And I remember Magic Johnson said that's one of the worst performances he's seen from a point guard. And I was like, yes, because if you watch the games, dude was just, he don't know when to turn it off and when to turn it on. Lack of feel for the game. And so I've always been on this camp. But, without further ado, and shout out to Ghost again. Shout out to Humble in the building. Humble, let me highlight y'all brothers, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Again, I know I need to do these more frequently. Shout out to Humble. And Ghost says, Russ is a run and gun type player. He's a terrible half-court offensive player. Russ is a Hall of Famer, but he has a losing mindset. Bingo. And again, it's not hating, man. I'm matter of fact, man. I'm going to tell you, because I respect basketball to the highest order. I'm not going to sit here and lie on anybody whether I like you or not. But let's keep it going.
He changes who wins the championship this year.
With this clown take that he got. So let's get it. Fair use.
Believe it or not. If he decides to say, you know what, y'all want to put my name and y'all don't think I can do this, I'm going to Phoenix. I'm already getting $43 million. I'll take $1 and I'm going to Phoenix. Who's beating them? Right? Like he's coming off the bench in Phoenix? What?
So listen. Phoenix is already a favorite now with Kevin Durant added. So that's a loaded comment. Well, no, so it's a disingenuous comment because they're already the favorite now. Well, one of the favorites. So Russell Westbrook just another little sprinkle on the cake that's already made. So it's almost like, and then if it happens, he can be vindicated in this prediction. But really, it's already there already. So by your logic, if he don't go to Phoenix, that means they're not a favorite anymore, which is not true. It's not true, man. Let me find my blue cap, man. Gilbert Arenas is on this cap thing real tough. Let's go.
Right? Like
You think
what?
you think KD would let that ride? I'm asking you.
This man alone changes. He changes who wins the championship this year. Believe it or not. If he decides to say, you know what, y'all want to with my name and y'all don't think I can do this, I'm going to Phoenix. I'm already getting 43 million. I'll take a dollar.
Okay, so that's part one. So I had to change to the appropriate garb here. Gil, you a cap, homeboy. Cap. No, sir. All right. Go says Gilbert Arenas is a yes man. Well, not necessarily. Gilbert Arenas does go against the grain a lot. I just think this is a bad take. But Gil, man, I respect Gil, man. He know the game at a high level. It's just no. Stop the cap. Straight up, man. It's cap. Shout out to Brian Lilly, man, Hoop Jargon member on the Facebook side, says he's done. And listen, and Lilly, you know me and you are two Lakers fans who fundamentally think differently about our team. I told you this, bro. I told you this before it happened. I was like, no, not happening. He's never changed no team to be better for as far as championship aspirations are concerned. So it wasn't going to change with the Lakers. With an aging LeBron, with a hurt AD, no. So I told y'all I hate the move. I told y'all this. I went over my catalog. If you go back in the stream when we finish up, this is nothing new over on this side. Lily also says people still think Westbrook top. He's 5 years. Yeah, exactly. Once he started becoming, a fixture to move from place to place, he was done. He was done. Because it's like, and shout out to my guy Between Game Sports. He said it perfectly. You're good enough to take in, but you're bad enough to trade. So you're stuck in no man's land. It's almost like a fine chick with a horrible attitude. It is what it is. Humble says, I like to be a fly on the wall while LeBron and the Lakers traded for Russ just to trade him. Yeah, bro. And so, you know what's funny? LeBron won't take no heat on this for this horrible decision that he signed off on. But, I mean, it is what it is. I'm just glad Russell Westbrook off my basketball team. That's it. Brian says he doesn't have the midi shot. Yeah, he doesn't have much of anything. He doesn't have the things that you need a point guard to do. See, I hit that like button, man. We're 11 deep in here. Again, I know I haven't done a stream in 2 weeks, but I got some good stuff coming from this this platform that is Hoop Jargon, man. I just got back from Super Bowl a few days ago. I made some crazy connections. So y'all stay tuned, man. Just in all my day ones, man, I promise you will get your acknowledgement. I promise you that. Humble says LeBron was trying to prove a point to get one on KD. Yep, and it did not prove well. And I said, man, you should got rid of him a long time ago. But let's keep going. Let's keep going.
If Westbrook calls KD.
So this is how I know that Gil doesn't talk to KD. Because I know from someone who knows KD that when he moved around the first time, he didn't want to go back to playing with Russell Westbrook. So this is how I know Gilbert Arenas is just talking out his ass, as it were. He's talking out his ass. So let's go.
And said, I want to come help win the championship. I'll come off the bench. KD's not going to say, all right, really? If he goes to Boston, you don't think that makes them the –
Now, to concede a little bit, maybe now that Russ has embraced coming off the bench role, maybe. I think in his heart of hearts, though, he wants to be a starter. He still thinks he's who he is. I mean, he's 34 years old, which ain't young. It ain't super old either. I think his game is old now. I think what Westbrook can give you, most young guys can give you that 6'3" athletic ilk, as it were. So maybe if he's willing to come off the bench for a contender, but I'm also hearing reports that he wants to start, but we'll get to that in a second. But let's keep going.
The better team and the better than the Bucks.
And salute to the next people coming in. Shout out to Rhodes to 2 mil. What's up with AD shading LeBron? Or are you talking about him not acknowledge him when we got the thing. So he said that he was mad because they were losing the game. So here's what that tells me. That tells me that LeBron to pass Kareem show got old. And even AD, I mean, listen, there's nobody on this planet going to say AD is the ultimate competitor. Nobody going to say he's Leonidas from 300. But what that tells me that little shtick, as it were, for LeBron being an all-time scorer, it probably got a little old to a lot of people. That's probably what happened. So he just in moment was like, damn, we losing this game. Like, shit. Because, I mean, as basketball players, man, that's what we do, man. Like, I don't care what milestone is about to happen. You worry about the game. Or at least you should be. So I think that was more of that. So can it be interpreted as shade? Yeah. I'm not adverse to anybody deducing that, but I think it's a pretty layered situation. Let me say that. Shout out to Thunder in the building, man. Good to see you, bro. So again, we 13 deep. Y'all hit that like button, man. Let's keep going. Let's hear this cap that your boy Hibachi is talking about right now.
You don't think that puts them over the edge? If he goes to Milwaukee, you don't think that puts them over there? If he goes to Philly.
So again, here's my problem with the logic. Him going to LA should have put him over the edge. By your logic, Gil, if that's true what you said, him going to LA should have done that already. And they're the third worst team in the Western Conference. So what you're saying makes no sense. He didn't put us in playoff contention consistently. So how do you go somewhere else and make them over the edge? You're going off reputation. And one thing we got to do as hoop fans, we got to discern from reputation to actual product. And actual product, no. Let's keep going.
You know, if he goes over there with Jokic for the Nuggets, you don't think that puts them in a whole different situation? If Westbrook calls, he's the player that no one, I don't know, I don't care who else is out there. There's only one player that can what if he wants to Golden State? You got to remember, if he's driving, no one's helping off Cade.
Listen, they got Jordan Poole for that already. How does Westbrook do anything different that Jordan Poole doesn't do already? As far as being frenetic, being up and down, high pace, and he's probably better at it. What does that add to the team dynamic, Gilbert Arenas? Does that add anything to it? So I don't understand. I don't understand where you get this from. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. Sir Tice, shout out Sir Tice in the building, says, God, I hate this. That's why I got my cap on, man. Gilbert Arenas, man, stop the cap. What you saying makes no sense. And it's not based on logic, which means you're probably trying to get your name out there. So I'm gonna walk you down slow how idiotic your take is, bro. It's idiotic, man. So again, if what you said is true, Russell Westbrook would already have impacted the Lakers in a positive fashion, in a championship fashion, right? Because everybody loves to blow about how good LeBron James is, right? So why does he go to these teams and just catapult them to championship level when he's already on a championship level team already? You make no sense, bro. You make no sense, bro. I know you watch YouTube stuff, so man, listen. I know it's a reach, but if you listen, I would love to you come on here and I'll debate you, because what you're saying that makes no sense, bro. It makes no sense. But you probably did it for the views, and it's all good. Sorry, my mic is tripping. All right, so Thunder says 80's probably upset they were losing. I don't think it's – yes, same here. That's what I think too. I mean, he said it. I generally take men at their words until you show you're a liar. Then you're a liar, then I'm like, I'm going to delve a little deeper to figure out what you really mean. Russ is terrible in the playoffs. Sag off. Man, come on, man. Come on. We know what time it is. We know what time it is. Humble says, he said if Russ goes to the Bucks, that puts them over the hump, but they literally have a complete – yeah, what are you talking about, Gilbert? Like, they're already good at point guard position, first off. There's no element that they're lacking that Russ fills in. They have a do-it-all player in Giannis who's 10 times better than him at doing it. So if you say another shooter, maybe I'll meet you there. But Russ does what Giannis does, and he's, 8 inches shorter and a lot more inefficient. Come on now. Bucks are looking like favorites to win it all. I agree. I agree with that. Let's keep going.
Like Jordan Poole, like I don't understand.
Jordan Poole right now is better than Russell Westbrook. So what are you talking about? Right now, Jordan Poole, and I do not like Jordan Poole's game at all. He's better than Russell Westbrook right now.
They don't understand how important
That's fair.
this player is to changing who can actually win the championship.
All right, so listen, man. I respect him trying to build a platform. I really do. That is just horrible. Horrible. That is horrible cap. So stop the cap. So I'm going to put my hat back on because I'm back in hoop jargon mode. But Gilbert Arenas, boy, that's cap on top of cap, bro. Horrible take, homie. And shout out to Tice with the $10 in the bill and says, Gilbert's the dumbest trying to speak intelligently dude out there. He's a master that killed his own point. Yes. No, because again, man, I respect Gilbert's acumen. I respect his career. Gilbert Arenas was a dude. But Gilbert Arenas, he has diarrhea of the mouth sometimes. And you saw it with the Kwame Brown situation. Like, it's almost like when he talked too much, he go too far. It's like, dog, you talk yourself into a corner. It's like you so smart, you stupid. And this is like just tantamount of that theory. Like, you talk so much, you talk so much, you're so smart that you're stupid. So let me get in my bag real quick. I know I haven't done a live in a minute. So thank you, Sir Tice, for that $10 on it. And you know, that gets you hooked up over here. What dollar bill at? There you go. Dollar bill, talk to him. Money, yeah. Money, yeah. Appreciate you, Tice. So it's just a big problem I got with Gilbert Arenas, man. Like, dude, no, there's no evidence to support the fact that him going somewhere changed the landscape of NBA because he's been the most mobile star player probably in NBA history. 5 teams in 6 years. 5 teams in 6 years. So if what you're saying is true, his mobility would have affected those teams. And of those 5 teams, those 5 said teams, none of them, they didn't even go to the finals. They didn't go past the second round. So what do you mean? Excuse me. Jordan Poole is a poor man's Gilbert Arenas. Yeah, he is, but he's better at this stage of his career. At his apex, yeah, he can't touch Gilbert. I mean, he can't touch Gilbert Arenas. Oh, well, okay. I'm thinking you said Westbrook. Never mind. Matter of fact, Gil's the same clown for dissing Giannis. Oh, what he said? Oh, yeah, he said he didn't have no game. Yeah, there you go. Again, I respect Gil, man. It's just, but you be saying some bullshit, man. Thunder says Gilbert Arenas really just trying to spark some stuff. Yeah, he trying to pop his podcast off, and I get it, man. It is what it is. But you know, some of us that stay true. Shout out to Master P, man. We stay true to the game, man. I'm gonna tell you how I see it, no matter what it costs me. I'm gonna tell you what I see. So we're gonna fast forward to Skip Bayless and your boy Shannon Sharp talking about the Russell Westbrook situation, and I'm just gonna give my honest commentary because you're gonna see. I listened to half of it on my own, but this is pretty on point of what I've already been kind of saying about this situation. Let's see. Let's put the overlay because you know Fox Sports be hating. Put the overlay up. And let's go ahead and get this popping.
If that's the team you have chosen in the City of Angels, do you love or hate this idea?
No! What are they thinking? At first, I thought it was just a lot of pie in the sky. I thought Paul George was talking about that great year he had with Russ. We need Russ. No, you don't.
We talking about the same Paul George that left Russ high and dry in Oklahoma City at the first jump to go play with Kawhi Leonard. And then he was like, oh, I'm going to let y'all know, no Russ slander will be tolerated. Yeah, whatever, dude. You left at the first jump to get away from that, and you were smart to do that. So him doing it again just shows he's his friend. You know, doggone well, you don't want no damn Russell Westbrook in your team, homie.
Don't. Marcus Morris seconded the emotion. We need you don't need Russ. You're thinking of back in time Russ. You're thinking of the MVP.
Thank you, sir.
Russ. He does not exist anymore. You know this, and I know this. Because I watch every dribble of every LeBron James game. I have watched every dribble of every Russ game over the last 2 years. What did I see? more trouble than worth. I saw the most psychologically damaging parade of turnovers on a nightly basis I've ever seen in any NBA team's season in all my years watching this game closely. I saw Russell Westbrook this year lead the NBA in turnovers per 36 minutes. As we speak,
like, those things are not to be ignored. You watch him play situationally, and man, again, I'm a Lakers fan, guys. When I watch him play, I'm like, what the hell were you looking at? And it's almost like, so again, if you not play point guard, I guess at your formative years, you lack the ability to see things before they happen. You juxtapose that with your guy like Ricky Rubio or your boy Luka Doncic. They see things before it happens. Russ has horrible anticipation skills. So yeah, it's like you watch him like, dog, that shit was open at first. He's like that quarterback who throws after he see him open instead of anticipating him open. And those guys generally end up in the free agency wire.
he has fallen all the way to 149th out of 150 qualified three-point shooters at 29.6% from three. Liability. Solo act of a stat machine. He plays hard, but he plays hard for Russ. And the problem is, in the end, he has losers' intangibles. He is a coach's nightmare. Maybe Ty Lue would be one coach who could deal with it.
Yes.
I doubt it. And now we're hearing reports that Russ is demanding that he be a starter if he signs with the Clippers. I can't believe there's any market for him whatsoever.
Agreed. Now, I mean, well, there is a market for Westbrook. It's just a very small one. And that's what I've been kind of saying already about the trade situation. Like, and I said this, vehemently on this channel. Like, if we can get anything for Russell Westbrook, that's a win. Getting D'Angelo Russell back, that's a win. Do I like D'Angelo Russell's game? No, absolutely not. I'm glad we got rid of him the first time. But if we're talking, comparatively speaking, if we're comparing that to Russell Westbrook, I'm good with that.
Because I do like this Clippers team. It is deep. And now Eric Gordon has taken over the second unit point guard duties. And if you look at your stat sheet, he had 7 assists coming off the bench last night. He can orchestrate.
He led him in assists.
He did. He can distribute the basketball. Russ is a nightmare, a whirling dervish of a turnover-prone nightmare. And again, they respect him because he's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer because he, for 4 out of 5 seasons,
like Janet Jackson say, man, what have you done for me lately?
Averaged a triple-double. Yoke is averaging a triple-double as we speak, and that's phenomenal. But Russ was even more phenomenal that as a 6'3" guard, he kept averaging double-digit rebounds.
Correct.
He will scratch and claw for offensive rebounds like nobody you've ever seen. He'll be there on the spot for defensive rebounds, but he's just trying to pile up his triple-double stats. He will be the basketball death of the Clippers. If they sign him, I will be completely out because he single-handedly will end up wrecking what's left of their season.
Now, I don't agree with that. I don't think he's going to wreck anything. I just think the Clippers are who they are. I just don't think he intensifies anything per se. Is it a guard like, because here's the deal. The Clippers have a lot of injury situations with their stars, and so if you need a guy who can pick up the load, Russ can help you in that capacity. I don't think he's going to wreck anything. I think if there's nothing there, he has nothing to add. So that's why I will veer away from Skip's take. But overall, yeah, I mean, everything he said about him is true. That's who he is. He's a walking turnover. He has a poor feel for the game. And it is where it is right now. He's 34 years old. He's not getting better.
Well, Skip, I would talk to someone very familiar with this situation, and that's told that if he were to ever get traded, he would get bought out immediately by the team that traded for him. Because it's probably going to be a team that just
exactly. So if Russell Westbrook is what you say, Gilbert Arenas, why do you trade for him and buy him out? If what you say is true, you think a NBA GM doesn't know that already? If he's what you say he is? That's why your take makes no sense, bro.
Just wants to rid that contract but wanted draft compensation. He needs to go to a veteran.
That was the Utah Jazz.
Yes.
Yeah.
He needs to go to a veteran team. Mark.
Oh, of course. Hell yeah.
Marcus Morris, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Eric Gordon, Nicholas Batum. I think that would qualify as a
They
veteran
do
team.
qualify as that.
Yes. So, but they weren't going to trade for him. They weren't going to give up no compensation to get him.
No.
We can get him at our rate that we want.
Shout out to Ghost. No, I ain't gonna gas myself. Be like I can play on that level on even at my apex, but I'd be a smarter basketball player. That's for damn sure. Just saying.
To pay, but he's saying I want to start. Okay. The question is, but I think Terrence Mann has done a great job since he's been inserted into the starting
He was
lineup
really good last night.
because he took over for Reggie Jackson was starting at one time. They tried to get John Wall. He's since been traded back to Houston.
Yep.
And Charlotte traded for Reggie Jackson, who's since been bought out. Looked like he might be heading to Denver.
Yep.
But Skip, it's reading that he got permission to talk to Clippers, Heat, Bull, and the Wizards. What does he want? Looking at it from this, Clippers give him the best chance to win. If he wants a title, and obviously he's accomplished everything else individually. He's been a regular season MVP. He's been an all-NBA player, Skip. He's been an all-star game MVP. The only thing left that's missing from his resume is what? A championship.
It ain't never coming either.
And the Clippers, of the teams that's interested, have the best opportunity. Nobody's thinking the Bulls, the Heat, the Wizards.
Not necessarily true about the Heat. The Heat have a puncher's chance to be in there. I don't think personally it will happen, but the Heat have a puncher's chance. So I don't think that's totally a bad take per se. I just don't think Westbrook adds any value to any team's dynamic.
Are title contenders? Only the Clippers. So if that's, and it gives him an opportunity to stay in LA, close to home. He loves playing here. Family and friends. He's from here.
That is correct.
Good for him. I'm just glad y'all off my team.
For me, it's a no-brainer. Even if it's not in the starting lineup, I believe this is the best situation. He's close to his family, wife, kids, sleeps in his own bed. He gets his family and friends, get an opportunity to see him on a nightly basis if they so choose. I don't really know what else the discussion is, Skip.
I know what the discussion is. You hate the.
What's up, Einstein?
My network has gone
I mean-
kaput.
You tried to save a buck on it.
Not so smart.
Well, there is a smarter way to save.
Oh.
Switch to Verizon.
Switch to Verizon and get the new Samsung Galaxy S23 Plus, watch, and tablet, all on us. Verizon.
The Los Angeles Clippers, the team in the basement.
No.
So you would quickly, hotly endorse them signing Russell Westbrook because you know how damaging.
Agreed. Yes, Justin. Eric Gordon is going to be a better choice than Russell Westbrook. I know you saying, who? You tripping. Eric Gordon is not better than Russell Westbrook, and you'd be right. But Eric Gordon understands team concept better. Eric Gordon's a better shooter. He's a better player off ball, better defender. So he's going to give them what they need going forward, not a guy who's just a me guy. That's what Russell Westbrook, he's a hero ball player. So absolutely. Great take, bro.
No, I'm saying I don't know what the discussion is. I don't know what the thought process. What is he thinking about? That's my thing.
I think he's thinking what you just outlined. Sure, this makes all the sense in the world for him.
Yeah, Mark Stein is reporting that he's going to take to after the All-Star, through the All-Star break. He don't want to be rushed with his decision. But I don't think this is not a rush decision. I think it's the only decision. if he's trying to win a title, what other discussion is there happening?
Okay. What did I tell you the other night, the other morning, after the last Lakers game before the All-Star break? I told you it was a pleasure to watch your Los Angeles Lakers play 4 quarters without Russell Westbrook.
Right.
It's just hard on your eyes.
And I do, man. Listen, I still don't love our roster, but where we were 2 weeks ago, I'll take this. Even with LeBron is non-defense, or he being hurt and all that stuff, it's good to watch some semblance of basketball again. So I definitely mirror that sentiment.
Eyes, because his turnovers are so egregiously bad.
Yes.
that they're soul crushing for players who know how to play basketball.
Absolutely.
LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard. It hurts your heart and soul because you know it's so bad that that you feel like he shouldn't even be on the floor. And you saw some the other night in the past Kareem game.
Yeah.
Where you're like, Russ, what are you thinking? What did you see? Yeah. There was one where
Absolutely, man. Again, poor field of basketball. Now I know Russ played. He played really good in the first quarter of that game when LeBron surpassed Kareem. I give him that, man. He came out on fire from three. The fourth quarter he played phenomenal as far as at the end of the fourth quarter, forcing turnovers and getting to the rack and all that shit. But the minutia of the game, I'm like, dog, what the hell are you looking at? Overdoing the alley-oop situation, and one of them converted with AD, trying to pass ahead just into people's feet. I'm like, dog, what the fuck are you looking at, man? But that's what Russell Westbrook is, man. He's just a big question mark. So from my lenses, I'm just not willing to overlook that with him. Just me personally.
LeBron had a breakaway dunk, and he throws.
I see we are 17 deep. Y'all hit that like button, man. Let's get some more bodies in here. We 18 deep now. Hit that like button, man. Hit that super chat if you like to. Hit the Cash App, HJ Streams. Much appreciated. Whatever you want to put to the channel. Let's go.
Is it like 10 yards to the right of him?
Yeah.
Threw it out of bounds. I don't know. What are you seeing?
And plus, Skip, Russ is shooting 34.5% in the crib. He's shooting 23 from the three.
Yeah.
He's shooting 23% on the road. A qualifier, if you take enough threes, that 11-point differential is the worst in the NBA.
Okay,
so you would think you want to stay in the crib.
Okay, there you go again. What happened last year in the crypt? It got so bad that even on the corner threes, he would pull up to shoot it, and you could just see in the.
Watching Russell Westbrook evaluate what a good shot is like one of the most painstaking things to watch, man. Because he stops and he looks, and you know that shot's going up. He's just like, ugh. And so what Skip is about to allude to was last year when he was shooting some of those shots, and everybody in the arena was like, no. I can't think of a time I've ever seen somebody in the NBA get that kind of treatment. Somebody in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong.
This body language, I'm about to launch.
Yeah.
And the whole building said, no.
And the fans could see he was about to launch, too.
Yeah. Because he's a horrible three-point shooter, and he's got the worst hands I've ever seen on any point guard. Yet the Clippers are saying, well, we don't have a bona fide, genuine, authentic, sort of run-of-the-mill point guard who's going to be a pass-first point guard. Well, this is the worst you could try.
Skip, they didn't like say no, but in the games that I've been to this year, when Russ got the ball and it looked like he's in the shooting position, you can feel the anxiety build in the building. Skip, you could feel it. It's like everybody seems like, well, damn, am I the only one clutching? I look down there and they like tensed up. All
right, Andrew, chill, bro.
It was just like, no, get the ball up.
Yeah. And is Russ an orchestrator? Is he a quarterback? Is he a distributor who can organize your offense and get everybody where they should be? Well, the Clippers don't have that guy, but he's the opposite of that guy, the polar opposite, as in cold as ice opposite.
I think.
Speaking of cold as ice, we talking about the same guy on the road. and again, chat, correct me if I'm wrong. Have you ever seen a former MVP get this type of treatment on the road for a game? I believe they played against the Sacramento Kings. I think I deleted it. But they put on the Megatron, you know what I'm trying to say, the big screen projector that he's cold. Oh, I actually still have it. Ice cold player of the game. You cold as ice. Can we recall the time that a former MVP got that kind of treatment, bro? And are they lying? The answer is no. The answer is no. Let us continue on. We got about another minute of this, and then we're going to get back to it.
I think Terrence Mann is doing an unbelievable job. Skip, you only got so many positions. So look, you played 8, 9, 10 guys in regular season, but you know you're not playing no 10 guys come playoff time. You can cut that thing down to like 8 guys.
Listen, I can't get it out of my psyche, the nightmares of Russell Westbrook going hell-bent down the lane where it became the most entertaining moment in Laker games for all the wrong reasons, because I'm like, what's he going to do? Where the ball's going to fly up out of his hand.
He lost touch. That's what happened. And shout out to Gold Say. play point forward better. I mean, you know what? I really could. And I ain't got no handles. But I understand basketball as far as positioning and what people should be and things of that nature. So I really, truly believe I can be a better point forward than he is a point guard. Just saying.
Hands somewhere. Every once in a while.
Now, the other stuff required to be an NBA player, I can't do. But if it was just relegated to that part, then I'm sure I could do that.
He made a good pass. And the numbers that he finally put up, to your point, if you put them in a vacuum, they're very good. You'd say, I want and give me some of that.
Right.
No, not some of this. There's too much Westbrook going on. There's just
and listen, your boy Derek Fisher had a Freudian slip when he called him Westbrook. Then he got mad that people call him Westbrook. Like, bro, but that's all you shown. People just calling what you are, homie. And you're not doing anything to dispel that. So Westbrook is what that's a pretty accurate depiction of what you are, bro.
Well, get ready. You're going to come into the Clippers.
You'd love it. You would celebrate that.
Nah, Skip,
Yeah.
the man wants to continue his playing career. I mean, should we all applaud people?
Shouldn't we? I don't know what they're thinking. Like sometimes Paul George is just wacky to me. Like,
Paul George be talking sometimes. I agree with that.
That ain't wacky.
Yeah.
That's a good decision. PG know Russ can help him win. Didn't he tell you had a career year with Russ?
He did. And what happened?
He left.
Then what happened?
He left with no
Right?
problem.
Paul George happened. That's what
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
Do you forget that?
No, I did not. But we got Kawhi Leonard, who I can't believe he would sign off on Russell Westbrook. I just don't believe
I mean,
he didn't sign off on him once.
It's hard to believe that one time you won't turn the man call, and next time you're embracing the man to come join the team.
I don't see it. But maybe he's being overruled. I don't know. Maybe it's coming from the top.
Nah, you don't want to overrule Kawhi.
No.
You know what happens over
he shuts it down.
All right, so that's enough of that. So, and I just wanted to set background properly. That this situation with Gilbert Arenas tried to, kind of set forward, it's just not true. Russell Westbrook is a guy that the game is passing him up. He's a guy that, overarchingly speaking, he's to be respected. I give him that. I personally don't like his game. But what I like don't make reality reality. It don't make reality. So it is what it is. So salute to Russ. Salute to what's going on with the situation with the salute to him, but I don't see him going past what's going on today. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see things changing as far as him being a guy that's gonna be a force multiplier for another franchise and things of that nature. Russell Westbrook is who he is, bro. He is who he is. And that's just the meat and potatoes of it. So that's all I got, y'all. So to the question, part 8, is Russell Westbrook done? I say for the most part, yeah. Yep. Can he go and contribute some way? Yeah, he can. But as it stands right now, doesn't look like it. Let's see. People need to leave Russ alone. Laker made my dude look like a sheep. Well, he like a sheep on like 3 different franchises, homie. It ain't just the Lakers. He looked like that for Houston. He like that for the Wizards for the most part. Now, I know at the end he came on before the play-in tournament, and he played well. I'll give him that. At the end of OKC, he looked bad. So, I mean, it ain't about the Lakers, homie. So, I get it, man. You're a Russ fan. That's cool. Be a fan. But all I do know is I've walked his career down pretty accurately. It is what it is. But anyway, that's all I got. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for being a part of the experience that is Hoop Jargon. And until next time, I will talk to y'all soon. Peace.